Welcome to Chris Family Farm, Sewing and Crafts, and I am Velma. So I wanted to do a quick review on how the gravel's doing because it's been raining. It started raining last night. We got a little bit of puddling, like right here by the tire, and then we still have water standing through the gate here and over that way. So we're definitely going to need, I say, 2 more loads of gravel. And here comes Mr. David. So David has a goal for his birthday.
Get 140.
Sorry, you had something on your face.
Get 140 subscribers on
Before your birthday.
Mhm.
So when's your birthday?
March 3rd.
And how old will you be?
14.
Big 14. So, you got anything to say to the viewers that have already subscribed?
Thank you for subscribing.
And help you reach your goal, right?
Mhm.
So, David and I, we got a little bit of water here by the gate. Hopefully Frankie doesn't get out because I don't feel like chasing him around. Go ahead and put him on the chain just in case, because when I'm out of the gate, he'll want to get out too. So there's some spots in the driveway we need more gravel in. And look of our creek, all that water. So I've actually had water come up to the gas tank, like directly underneath it before. It is crazy. And of course Dixie gets out. She always finds a way to get out. You got him on there?
Yeah.
Alright. It doesn't matter because he's on a chain, so it is so nice having the gravel because in the front when we let Frankie out, as long as I'm in the gate or in the house, he's fine. He doesn't normally get out of the gate. You want to unlock the building? He doesn't normally get out.
You meant unlock?
Yeah, unlock it. And with us having the gravel there, he doesn't bring in a lot of mud in the house. So hopefully I can be able to wash the camper door off because where he jumps on the door to let us know he wants in. That was a tongue twister. The only thing needs fed are the ducks, but I want to go check on the chickens, and we need to check on Johnny. Normally, as I was saying, he tracks mud in. We still have quite a bit of mud. Actually going to go around check the chickens first, and then I didn't get to show you guys Johnny, Mr. Johnny Cash, the other day or yesterday. So I'll show you guys him in a little while. And David is yelling in the background, "Don't fall!" So the gravel is nice. Definitely think we're going to need, I think, 2 more loads. But gravel went up. So it's like $25 a load. So the chickens. Hi, babies. Let's push that in. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Ooh. Let's see what's in here. We got 3 more eggs. Russ and I are talking about raising this nest box up because we're thinking it's too low for them. And they don't want to lay in those because they seem to lay in this. So, got 3 more eggs. That's exciting. And I gotta get them water. hang out with the chickens. So I'm not sure which ones lay the pink eggs. And they're starting to not necessarily be so pink anymore. Well, that one's still kind of pinkish, but I like a really light brown. Let me see if I can get the other one out. I'm not going to be able to hold all three because my hands aren't very big. So, we ended up dumping out the feeder trash can thing because they couldn't get in and get to itself. So I just put it in this little drawer because we took the built-ins. I need water for the chickens. We took the built-ins out of David's room from the camper. And no, stay, ladies. Stay.
Right there beside you.
Yeah. It needs dumped out.
What?
There's hay in there and it needs fresh water. So I'll just fill it up and then set it next to the thing.
Okay. Look. That's work.
This is David's job. He has to, the water is coming and washing out right here. So David is digging, I don't know if you can see it, all that back there. He's digging all that out so he can earn money.
But I broke a shovel.
Yeah, and he broke a shovel yesterday. So he can earn money because he's also wanting geese for his birthday. So I told him if he really wanted them, I wasn't going to pay for them. He needed to make his own money and, try to pay for them himself. So that's what he's doing. So that's a job between him and his daddy, and he will get paid for doing that job. See, this is our garden area. Look, there's standing water here where that can is. I'm not a weather person, so and the water where the ducks are.
It's in the
So,
thing too.
which they love water, which is fine. We have the plastic over top, and we have hay in there. Or not hay, it's straw. Sorry. So this used to be my mother-in-law's main garden from about where the camper is all the way back. So all of this was her garden where I'm actually standing. And she doesn't do the garden. She does like a few plants up front in her flower bed, but I'm starting to, this will be my second year doing a garden. I got all my seeds from Baker Creek, and so I'm pretty excited. So last year I planted seeds, but I planted them really late, hoping this year I can actually plant my seeds in the right spot, but we'll have to wait and see. It takes me a lot longer to figure out when to plant things and stuff. I like doing my videos, and I'm gonna start trying to do more, but I like doing them because I want to encourage other people that have some of the issues I have. I have a learning disability. I'm like extremely dyslexia, and I can't read very well. Some of the stuff David has to read to me, or I'll have to go to someone else to read it to me. I mean, I try to read it, but if I can't comprehend it if I read it. So I do a lot of research on YouTube and Google a lot of stuff to try to learn that way. I was never taught how to tell time. So, and I was never taught how to write cursive because I'm also blind in the right eye. So like, if you can see, my eye is like pointed in because that eye, the optic nerve never formed, so I'm blind in it and I can't see nothing. But I want to encourage people that, you know, have disabilities. You can do something even when people tell you you can't. I was always told through growing up in school, you're stupid, you won't mount up to nothing, you won't be able to do nothing. No, I don't have like a mansion and I don't have a lot of money, but I am learning how to grow food for my family and my animals. I am learning how to be a farmer or a homesteader. I love animals. I've always loved animals. So I'm really passionate about what I'm doing because it makes me feel like I accomplished something. So if you ever have, you know, someone that tells you you can't do this and you can't do that because you can't read and write, well, you know what? Yeah, you can. You just have to have that motivation to do something, and I'm here to prove it to you. I'm not very good with math. I can't read that very well. Like I may be on a third grade reading level, honestly.
I'm on a 5th.
So, and you know, it is what it is. So I try to make the best of what I have to work with, and I'm happy. Like I'm learning so much outside of school. I'm finding out who I am. I'm praising God for that. Like people say, well, read your Bible. Okay, so I can't read the Bible, so I have a Bible app to help me read my Bible. So I read my daily verses and stuff like that. And if I can't understand it, I'll have the Bible read it to me. So it's pretty cool. I mean, for someone that can't read and write very well, I can make a quilt. I can, I've designed a couple patterns myself. I'm taking care of animals. And with David's help, David helps so much because there's times that where I physically can't do it because I'm in so much pain. He helps me. He helps clean out the coops and he helps, you know, feed and stuff. And I'm very grateful for that. Yeah, and he does dishes too, guys. So he does not need a girlfriend.
I was about to say, I'm single.
He's staying with mama forever.
Wouldn't say forever.
Between Russ, my husband, and David, my son, we make this work. I have neuropathy in my hands and I can't use my hands a lot. So when it comes to building and stuff like that, I really rely on, you know, Russ and David to help with those things. But that's just a little bit of encouragement. Cool. So if somebody tells you you can't do something because of your disability or because of your education, prove them wrong. Go do it. You know, I was told, why start seeds when you can just go buy the plant? Because I want to learn how to grow seeds. I want to learn how to germinate. You know, God puts a seed in us and we grow in faith. And that's kind of how I look at my seeds. It's a seed. And with the faith and love, that seed will grow and it will provide you with food or provide your animals with food. So it's just, you know, a little bit of encouragement. So
my teacher, she has a plant and it's like a cactus thing, and I said, you're doing good growing, and my teacher walked up to me, what are you doing? I said, I'm giving it courage.
Yeah, he makes fun of me because I talk to my plants.
Hey, I did the same thing at school.
So David has like a really need and desire to grow sunflower seeds. Like he is amazed with sunflower seeds. So he got they're supposed to be like 14 foot tall and I think 16 or 18 inches across. Like I guess that's called diameter because it's a cross. So I have no clue where I'm going to put them right now, but we ordered those seeds from Baker Creek. They're supposed to be the world's largest sunflower seed.
Largest, biggest, whatever.
So, here's the ducks. Come here. Will you go fix that, please? So, my name's Velma,
My name
right?
David.
Me and Russ were joking around. We have a cat named Freddie. So I told Russ, if I don't get stuck in this mud, would be great. I told Russ, I said, it's a good thing we haven't named him Fred, because, you know, you have Velma and Freddie, and then we need Daphne. So I was talking to Russ. The Cayuga ducks, the black ducks, they are beautiful when the sun hits them. They have like this beautiful green color and a little bit of purple come up on them. They're really, really beautiful. So one is a drake, and the reason I know that's through research. I found out that the drakes have, their tail feather has a little curl. And the one you see like up here in front is the drake. So I told Russ, it's like, we can name him Fred. And then we can name the other one. I think the females are called does. I'm not really sure. I have to look that up again. But
Daphne.
we can call the other one Daphne, because the khaki Campbell, the gray one over here, is actually David's duck. We got those last year for his birthday, back in March, and he didn't know what to name them, so I was like, okay, I'll name them. So I named one Ashley, whom passed away, and then we named this one Mary Kate. So, because, you know, I grew up watching Full House and, you know, stuff like that. So, it was pretty cool. I'm gonna go show you guys the rabbit.
My rabbit.
David, my aunt passed away. She is the most awesome person ever. And I stand by this. If I ever get pregnant and it is a girl, I will name her Martha after my aunt. But we bought Mr. Johnny Cash here, which you need to go get him some food and water.
And hay. Does he need hay?
No, he's still got some in his house.
Okay.
So we bought Mr. Johnny Cash here because I needed a pick-me-up. I needed something to help me be motivated. So this is Mr. Johnny, and we're planning on, well, I'm trying to talk Russ into it, on getting him a female, and that way we'll have Mr. and Mrs. Johnny Cash. So Johnny is, we got him from Rural King. I think he was like $10, $15, or 10 or 20, somewhere around there, maybe 15. But he was a house rabbit for a while, and it's kind of hard dealing with a house rabbit. And stay back, don't let him out. I'm sorry, dealing with a house rabbit, and we had Dixie in there, and Russ really didn't want me to have a rabbit in the camper, so we got a large cage, which needs to be cleaned. It's over right there by the garage. Yeah, we have to clean it out. We had Johnny over in there, but Peter, the rooster, over in the chicken house, and Mr. Dinner, I'm not gonna call him Mr. Red no more because I've never butchered a chicken. I mean, I've cleaned a deer and squirrel before, but I've never took care of chickens. So it's like a homestead goal. So I forgot what I was saying.
A homestead goal about chickens.
Oh yeah, we had him in the bigger cage, but we had to put Dinner in the cage. And then I told Russ, I was like, we might as well just let him out and run around and him be happy. That way he only has like one bad day. So actually he's had two so far because Frankie chased him down yesterday. So lucky he got away. You already checked the mail?
Yeah. You only had the State Farm thing.
Okay. Look at him. Now you want to stay in the yard? Are you tangled up? It looks like you're tangled up. Oh my goodness. What are we going to do with him? So,
Frankie.
we, Russ is feeling better. Hi, he's actually in there cleaning.
Mom.
Russ is feeling a lot better today than what he was yesterday.
Show YouTube the trick.
Hang on. He, you want us, we're doing a video, Poppy.
Hi.
He says hi. Stick your hand out the window. See, that's our room up there. So we don't have a screen in there because we put an air conditioner in that window. And then we'll have another air conditioner go in David's window because the air conditioner and the furnace for this camper has went out. Mind you, the camper is how old, David?
13.
Yeah, same age as David. So, which is fine.
Real birch mall.
So we have our goals for our homestead, and that would be to get meat birds and Mr. Dinner. I gotta quit calling him Mr. Red. So he is gonna be the first one we butcher. Russ is gonna help me with that.
My goal is to get geese.
Not really thrilled about it, but I was watching another YouTuber and they made a very good point. I've had like fresh meat and stuff before, which was cattle. When Russ and I first started dating, my mother-in-law had cattle. Dixie's chasing a cat. And I helped feed and all that stuff, so it was okay. And then I come over and didn't realize they were gone, and after I had a wonderful meal, I think it was either meatloaf she made. My mother-in-law made meatloaf or cheeseburgers.
I thought you said hamburgers.
I think it was hamburgers. And it was so good. Like, the meat was so awesome. And I don't like meat that much. Like, I'm the most pickiest eater on the face of this earth. And after I get done eating and enjoying my meal, my lovely husband goes, "So, how'd you like Hoss?" Yeah, that was the first time I ever had fresh meat that I know of. So yeah, that was traumatizing for a while. And then Russ's favorite saying was, "Well, if you want to be a country boy's wife, you need to do this, this, and this." So I went hunting, killed a squirrel, skinned a squirrel, complained the whole time. Wasn't pretty. And they got a rabbit. I watched them like skin the rabbit and stuff. Yes, I cried like a baby. And yes, they made fun of me. Because born, raised, city, never did this. We got our food from the grocery store. So, and then I helped Russ's nephew skin a deer, which was very interesting to do.
I thought you hit it.
And then I hit a deer with my van, and Russ and I skinned it. We did not have no food in the fridge, like legit nothing in our fridge. And I was coming home from town, and it was like,
I think 8.
it was really early in the morning, like 1 or 2 in the morning, and we hit this deer. Well, it was just me in the van, but I hit the deer, and Russ got his truck, and because he was following me, and we put it in the back of the truck, and that was a heavy deer, let me tell you. Whew. I'm telling you, I've never picked up a deer until then. And we brought it home, took care of it. We cut down the meat and all that stuff.
It was nasty.
And yeah, David, he was really small. I don't remember.
No.
Well,
like 7 or 8.
No, it was in 2000. See, we got married in 2015, so it was like 15, 16-ish year. So he did
It was
that.
nasty.
And it fed us. Like, I had stir fry that you buy at the store, and I made deer stir fry, and it was great, and made deer steaks, and it was great, and it
Deer
fed
jerky.
us until we was able to get groceries, and I made deer jerky. So I'm slowly getting into it. Went to a friend's house. They raise their own food, garden, everything. They are legit off-grid, everything. And I had rabbit tacos. You talk about some good tacos. Oh, girl or boy, or whoever's watching, those are some good tacos. Hence why we got Johnny. Hence why we want a female.
Oh.
So,
I'm like, don't kill Johnny.
no, we wanted to breed Johnny and another female. And never did it. A year has passed, just about. Like, March, April is when I got, March, April, about right in there is when we got Johnny. And I have not processed anything or butchered anything because I tend to fall in love with my animals. And then I watched a recent video. They made a good point. If you can buy it from the store, an animal still has to die in order for you to have that food. So I'm going to put my big girl panties on, and we're going to do it. I will not video it because I know I'm going to be emotional. So, David, how do you feel about?
I really don't want to do it.
And I told him that's fine. He has a right to feel the way he wants. And, about dropped my. He has a right to feel the way he wants, and that's perfectly fine. But this is something I want to do. I'm going to do a homestead. I'm going to do it right. I'm not going to be a hobby farm. I want to grow our own food, and our animals have a purpose. But I also want to make sure my animals are happy and, in good condition and not being tortured. That's why Frankie is on the chain right now, because I was outside the gate. If I'm inside the gate, he's fine. He stays in the yard.
Dixie,
And watch now that I say that, I'll be in the yard and he'll get out of the gate. But I am posting this on here about butchering Mr. Red dinner, whatever. It's not something I take lightly. I have been thinking on this for about a month, 2 months, something like that.
No, it's been more than a month.
So I'm really scared and excited and don't know how I'm going to deal with that. I will do a video saying how I feel about it, and I probably will cry because I'm ready to cry now. But it's part of farming. It's part of having a homestead. It's part of the life that we are choosing. And I know where the chickens came from. I know what he's eating. I know how he's been treated. So I don't have to necessarily worry about, okay, this chicken I'm buying from the store, was it happy? Did it have a good life? Things like that. So, this will be a new experience and a goal for the homestead. And I'm going to do seeds soon. I've seen some people, I'm in zone 6B or zone 6, something like that. I think it's 6B. But I'm going to be planting, I have basil seeds that I was gifted through Baker Creek when I did my order. I'm going to try to plant some of those soon. Right now I am trying to do fodder, Fodder, so Johnny and the chickens and the ducks can have fresh grass. but I think I'm going to end up doing a layer of topsoil, which I have topsoil the other day. I got it, and trying that. Trying to think what else.
Can we teach you? Tell you too that Frankie can do tricks.
Yes, David wants to show you guys how Frankie does his tricks. And then after Frankie does his tricks, we will see you guys later. Let's watch Frankie do tricks.
Sit. Sit. Good boy. Now sit. Come. 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 Yeah, we haven't got that one yet.
Come here. He's on his chain.
Oh.
Come on. He's like, nope. Mm-mm. I chased him, like, sorry for spinning you. You get dizzy. All the way down there. So I don't know if you can see the barn top right where my finger is.
Wrong way. That way.
Yeah, I chased him all the way down there. Well, I didn't chase him, I walked. I am too fat to run, so.
Why didn't you take your car?
I didn't have my keys. My keys were at my mom's in my bag full of fabric because I'm working, waiting for them to pick the American Legion to pick a quilt to make, so I can make a panel. I have a panel I want to make them. So they're the ones that bought my last quilt. The ladies auxiliary did. And
She's gonna make me another quilt.
he thinks I'm going to make him another quilt.
She is.
So I chased him all the way down there. Could not find my keys. Russ was sick. Had to go get him from work. Yesterday was crazy. Today has been like a lazy day. We've not done anything. Russ is getting bored. He's cleaning. He's feeling good. Feeling better. So look at poor Dixie. Look at her. Are you cold, baby? She is shaking. Are you cold?
Frankie's wet.
Are you cold, baby? You want to go in? Let's go in. So, with that, hope you enjoyed walking around and checking out animals and meeting Mr. Johnny Cash. And say, we'll see you later. What do you want to say?
Bye.
Wave bye. My nutty kid. Alright, let's go in. Bye.
Oh, Mom, show the.